Just a few hours drive from Louisville and you're going to reach the mountains of eastern Kentucky. It is one of the most diverse ecosystems on the planet, home to plants, insects, and animals you might not expect. Others you might expect as well. It's also where we met a group of volunteers who are guarding the unbroken spirit of Kentucky.
We're in Breathitt County. It's in southeast Kentucky, and we're actually called the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. A lot of this property has been mined, and they'll call it a strip mine or mountaintop removal. And what was left is some flat ground with some valleys and hills. And when they reclaimed it, they put a lot of grass and vegetation down. That's good for wildlife, and then horses.
We're the Appalachian Horse Project, and we formed a little over 4 years ago specifically to manage these herds and make sure that any that were injured or too skinny or got in trouble on the road or whatever would be taken care of. The local people have done this for 40 years, so it's a tradition. The horse is a big part of the eastern Kentucky culture.
Horses, they're just a beautiful animal, and if you look in their eyes, they are soft and kind, and they have a willingness to them and a big heart.
The horse stayed as a mode of transportation longer in this part of the state than other places. The people that do have horses, there's very little flat land. I mean, they live down in hollows between two mountains. So there's not much pasture, so if they weren't here, they'd be in some little paddock, probably full of mud, and they'd have to buy them hay 12 months a year. This makes sense because it's open land, it's not being used, it's got grass on it, and so they started doing that. They had a gentleman's agreement not to put stallions up here, so the herd size was pretty well managed and fixed. And then, unfortunately, the 2008 period, people that couldn't afford their horses started putting them up here, including stallions. And so as soon as you get stallions up here, of course, then your herd size grows. Some people, I think, mistakenly believe that, well, a horse is a domesticated animal, it cannot fend for itself out here, but in reality, they do fine. I mean, they know how to roam around, find the grass, they know how to find, go down in the hollow when it's windy, how to stand up on the ridge when they need a breeze in the summer. I mean, they really do really well about taking care of themselves. When we formed, and to this day, we have never supported the idea of getting rid of these herds. As long as we take care of them and they're happy and they're healthy, it's fine. It's fine. Works for everybody, including the horses.
Investigative producer Andrea Ash and 19 photojournalist Alyssa Newton put together our story here tonight. And if you're looking for a summer road trip, you can take a tour to see the free-roaming horses. The money from the tours helps to care for sick and injured horses. And there are also plans to build a barn. Those plans are underway as well. Head to WHAS11.com to learn more about how you can help.